The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying the warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week we go, 2 hours a day we go, 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend, and particularly this weekend, let's hope it was a safe one. There's many folks that definitely did dodge a bullet with Irene, but all our tigers and tigresses in Vermont got slammed. So we've got to keep them out of harm's way. Going to be a tough one cleaned up. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all the love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it your goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 254, NASDAQ up 82, S&P's up 33, gold contract down 960, trading at 1,788. Silver down 19 cents at $40.75. Platinum down $9 at 1,825 an ounce. Copper flat at $4.09 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2, trading out at 87.43. Bonds down a point and 8 ticks at 136.29. Dollar index down 11 ticks at 73.75. Euro up 10 ticks at 145, and the yen up 19, trading out at 76.83. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Cash S&P, we are at 1210.08. You get over the swing point of the 17th. You know, first time we came up there, of course, folks, was the 15th, 16th, and 17th of August. You're going into the downdraft of the 4th of August. And what we did out here today is that we did 912 million versus the 15th, 16th, and 17th was bad enough, folks. You had 972, 1.1, and 1.1. So what you've just done is that you get over the swing. You've done it with lighter volume. You're coming against the downdraft of 1.8 billion. So check it out. Yes, I absolutely understand that, you know, with Irene, there's less people in trading, but the bottom line goes like this. If you have higher prices, you need more demand. If you don't have more demand, what you have, you're pushing it higher, and it's going to come right back at us. So S&P, number one, you're at 1210. This little baby wants to get into this 1249. You know, we'll see how it reacts coming up to that level. So your first swing point, you got it over at your lighter volume, but it wants to get back in the upper range. That's how it looks to me. It's set up at this particular point. That's your S&Ps. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials. Same type of setup in the Dow. The Dow right now is up 254. You're at 11,539. The 11,529 was the swing point. The range only has to get in about another 15 points, and you're in the range. That bottom line, the range I'm talking about is the higher range from that 11,055 all the way up to that 12,700. So what you've done here is this: you're down on monster volume, you're retracing on lighter volume. That's setting up. You know, we'll see how far we can get up, but it's setting up, number one, for a retest of the lows of August 9th. Number two, you're setting up. You could very well be setting up a very large ABC structure on the way down. You know, we'll see how the bounce comes in the next few days. The NASDAQ composite. What we do with the composite is this: up 82 bucks, 25.62, same setup. What you did is that you got over the 25520 today. You did 1.6 billion. That is anemic beyond belief, folks. The last time that we were up at those, let's see, the 15th, 16th, and 17th, if we take a look at this, you have the 15th, 16th, and 17th. We did 2.1, 1.9, and 2.8. So you're over it with 1.6. That being said and done, bottom line is that, let's go to the 3 Qs. So this baby wants to get into a higher price. It's a counter trend bounce. The NDX 100, and I want to show you something inside the NDX 100. The NDX 100 just got back inside the 53.77. That sets up that bottom line. You can actually get into this 56.87 area. Now, when you're looking at indices, folks, a way that you can really understand saying, okay, first off, the Qs today, we got 45 million shares versus 73 million. So you're over it. You have lighter volume. You have everything that I was expecting that we were going. So what did I do next? Well, what you want to do is this. You want to go inside the NDX 100. The reason I use the NDX 100 is because what ends up happening is that the NASDAQ likes to lead the market. So when I go inside there, I say, okay, the strongest stocks today that were pushing it were Micron Tech, SanDisk, Yahoo, and Sears Holdings. Well, you say, okay, good. Tell me what they are doing. Are they strong stocks? Are they weak stocks? Are they doing dead cat bounces? Well, bottom line, folks, they're doing dead cat bounces. You start with Micron Technology. Micron Technology is an equity that had gone from $12 down to $5. There's no juice there. It's a consolidation. You're at 6.15. Yeah, I can go to 7.20. You go take a look at the Sears Holdings, okay? Sears, big mover out there today. Well, big mover inside, I'm saying inside the Index 100. Same deal. No juice. Has come down from 90 bucks down to $52. What you had in here today is that you went up with 226,000 versus downtown with 502,000. You go into the, so that's 2 out of the 4. We take Yahoo and then SanDisk. What SanDisk did up here today, SanDisk was up 8%. SanDisk had already come down from $50 down to 32. Counter trend bounce, same type of deal. SanDisk is trading at 37.39. It very well can get to 38.79. Yahoo. And what was interesting here is today, now Yahoo, it was up 94 cents today. Yahoo is actually the best looking one out of all of them. Yahoo is at 13.68 and does want to trade, looks to me like about that 15.96. Now, where the sell could have came in today is that if, in fact, it could fail on price, but it didn't. When you get over that price, bottom line, you can go to the next level. Now, on Europe, let's go over to Europe for a second. The big news over in Europe today, well, so if we look at our indices, you have the Dow up 2 2/10%. The NASDAQ Composite was up 3 3/10, and the S&Ps are up 2 8/10. The FTSE was closed today. We had the DAX and Germany up 2.3%. Now, what you're going to hear on a continual basis out here, folks, is that you had, let's see, what I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to show you Europe, and we're going to get into Greece. And the reason we're going to get into Greece is that you're going to hear this blasted all over the place, that Greece had its biggest day in 20 years. Well, I'm going to show you this chart so you can see what you're actually looking at out here. And it's pretty amazing, actually, folks, because when you take a look at this chart, what you're going to see is a bounce on absolutely no volume. And Greece today, the best index was up 17.7%. When we pull this baby up, what you're going to see, let's see, okay, this one here, this is, okay. So what you're going to see is that this index had gone straight down from a price point, I only taken 6 months, from 781 down to 365. Bottom line is that, yeah, it's a counter trend bounce, and that's all she is. She wants to, get into 500 somewhere. But that doesn't mean a thing. It means absolutely nothing, folks. This on a year basis has gone down 75%. You're gonna get a counter trend bounce at one point in the marketplace. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go to Charlie in Denver. Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
Hey there, Tom. Hello.
How you doing? You having a good day?
I'm having a decent day, yeah.
Hey, this isn't Charlie from Denver. This is Charlie from Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's me.
The producers are trying to kid me, man.
Anyway, I had a tree come down, one of those wide trees, 2 parts, big tree.
Oh, man, it didn't hit your house, please, no?
No, it didn't hit the house. It fell in my neighbor's yard. And as it turns out, with insurance policies,
Yes.
I only have to pay for what's in my yard.
Okay.
So, you know, that's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that. I thought I had to pick up the whole cost. Would have been better, actually.
Interesting. So how this works? No, tell me how this works again. Now, so it was your tree, right?
Yep.
And it fell in their yard, and you only had to pay for your side, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I wonder, that's different in Massachusetts than in Florida. I think it is, because we had got a whole tree went through our house years ago. I forget how it came down. You know, maybe that was the same thing. I forget, actually. Yeah, that's wild.
I may lose you, Tom, so if I lose you, I'm sorry. EZZ, I'm in at 450, looking for a target and a stop.
Okay, let's take a look at it. You get the DZZ. The DZZ, folks, is the ProShares double shot position of the gold contract. The low is 383. The high is 1077. If we actually go over and look at the contract, gold had a heck of a day out here today, folks. From highs to lows overnight, it had a price spread of about 55 bucks. It went from 1841 down to 1778. It's trading at 1789 right now. Now, the way that this is trading, it's not going to take much. And what got interesting here is that coming into the close, folks, there was a couple sells, and it was looking that not just the gold contract, that the Qs were going to basically, you know, fail at the level. And gold is basically the leading indicator right here, which is pretty wild. So if we go back over to the DZZ, Charlie, what you have inside the DZZ is this. First off, you're going to, well, it wants to trade to 519. I'd put the stop right under, you know, 429. There's no reason to give this much juice right now, okay? And it looks like it's going to, number one, wants to go for $5.19, and it very well may be an ABC structure on the way up. That's the way it seems to be trading at this particular point. If we go over to the GLD, and we look at the GLD, which is just the inverse of that, folks, what you have with the GLD is that now she backed off with lighter volume, you know, and she's in a consolidation, but the bottom of that consolidation wants to get hit, meaning at 165 level.
Okay.
Okay, man.
Tom,
have
always.
a great one. Have a safe one. And, folks, tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., if you want to, I will be on CNBC tomorrow morning on that trading block at 6:30 Eastern Time. If we go over to the bond market, we take a look at bonds out here. This is what you have happening with bonds. 30-year bond comes down to 0.7 ticks, 290,000 contracts traded. And the way that is the trading, folks, that is saying that, you know, that backed down, dramatically lighter volume. Let's say bonds want to go back up to this 141.06 level. And that is 6:30 a.m. On Squawk Box in the morning, folks. I'm going to be right back.